Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of Deadbeat Son. Today is Tuesday, August 30th. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Tré. This is my show, and you're here watching. Thanks for doing that. Thanks to all the people who are keeping up, who are tagging along for every episode. I appreciate that. We're in a consolidation phase, Nothing wrong with that. We hit some real high highs there, and when you do that, when you hit these high highs, eventually you gotta start evening out, and that's what happens with a lot of things in life. Happened with this podcast. At first we were shooting up, we were getting hundreds of views, and consolidating, getting more to that core group, which is what you want. You want the real ones to be, to be with you. All the others, we want them. I do, very badly, but I'm happy with those who are here. So thanks for being here. Today's a big day for me. It's the anniversary of the day I started living, baby, and that doesn't mean that's not in the sense of like a middle-aged man who recently found himself in his new his jazz cover band, or his classic rock cover band that he does with his buddies. I haven't found myself like that. I didn't start living like that. And I don't mean the way that, like, a woman, a young woman in her early 20s, goes to, East Asia, Southeast Asia, somewhere, I don't know specifically, and then, starts living after she gets some cheap beer and rides a tuk-tuk. Suddenly she's found herself, and not like that. I mean literally, like the day I became alive. It's my birthday. So congrats to me for making it this long, 26 years old today. That's a cool feeling, to be a day older, a year older, a day. Well, I guess since the last time, a week older, since you last saw me, a week wiser. This was a big weekend for me. Yeah, a few things happened. First thing, I headlined a club. I headlined for a weekend, 2 shows, 2 nights, 1 show each night. At the Wise Guys Comedy Club. It's the thing I've been pushing. Haven't shut up about for the last 7 weeks. So it happened, baby, and I'll throw some footage in from that. It was a lot of fun. If anyone's watching who was at the show and is watching now, thank you, obviously, for coming out. We sold a lot of tickets, which is man, I can't even. It's such a crazy feeling. Like, I've done a lot of shows. I'm always hosting, and when you're hosting, you're not important. I mean, you are, but not really. Your job is really only to let people know what a comedy show is, essentially, right? Like, my job as a host is to go up there, and even though people came to a comedy club, bought tickets for a comedy show to see comedians, I gotta go up there as a host and remind them, hey, this is a comedy show. This is what it is. And I don't mean literally saying this is a comedy show, because people do that. That blows my mind. First of all, sidetrack here. That blows my mind when a comic's up there doing their thing. always, and coincidentally, it's only when they're not doing well. Weirdly enough, you never see a comedian up there crushing, and then by the way, and then they go at one point they go, "Hey, come on, people, lighten up! It's a comedy show. These are jokes." Interesting, huh? Interesting how it's only people who are not doing well, whose jokes are bombing, who need to literally remind the crowd, this is a comedy show. Lighten up. You should laugh more. This is a comedy show. So, but as a host, we go up there and you just start doing it. You just start doing it, and that's a pretty scary thing. It's a scary thing that I got used to, which is a cool feeling. That's a lesson right there. Boom, right out the gate, dude. Not even 5-6 minutes in, we got a lesson for you. Things that are scary can become not scary, man. And just from doing it, you just keep doing it, and then suddenly you look back and you go, oh my god, like that is kind of wild to just go up in front of, like, yeah, of course everyone says, oh, I could never do that, so crazy. I could, you go up on stage in front of people, but to go up in front of a room full of people who are just like talking to each other and like not paying attention, and you just go up there and you go, hello, hey, start looking at me. Hey folks, hey, right here, everybody, pay attention to me. And then it's like starting that and then keeping their attention, for God's sakes. But I realized that after headlining, like, man, it's so much easier than like hosting. Really, honestly, like when people are there, people came to see me. That's a beautiful feeling, when people came to see me. One guy said he saw me from YouTube, so shout out to that guy, dude. He had a nice mustache. It connected all the way. Man, what must that be like? You don't realize what you don't have till you see it in full effect on someone else's face, dude. Oh, boom, straight across. I don't have that luxury. Shout out to that guy who was there, who saw me from YouTube. Who saw that coming? Big ups to YouTube and everything, but not the numbers aren't really hitting like the other apps. Anyway, yeah, people came to see me. It was incredible. On the Saturday show, there was a kid and his mom. I thought they were a couple. Whoops, what are you gonna do? The kid could have been. It's Utah. The kid could have been 16 or 28. Those boys at that age, they look the same out here. They're all clean cut and crew cut, clean shaven, and their personalities are either fishing, being Mormon, and that's it. So thought they were a couple, they weren't. Oops, what are you gonna do? And I've had that happen a lot. That's what happens when you got a cool mom that takes you out places like that. So if that kid's watching, thanks for coming, dude. He was cool, man. He was with it. I was like riffing with him, and his mom. Yeah, dude, he was a fun kid. I wish him well. It's an incredible feeling when people came to a show to see me. It's really special. I was stressing. Boy, was I stressing. For a number of things. I was trying to remember my jokes. I was trying to, I thought nobody was gonna show up. One of the things I really took away from it was that I can do it. That's it's a really it's special. It's a special feeling, to be working towards something, and I didn't even know. Yeah, I didn't even know that this was what I was working towards. That's the crazy part too. Is I've just been doing it and going places, doing open mics, doing shows, independent shows here and there. Maybe do a club room when it on an off night, something like that, opening here and there for people. But, um, but and you don't know. I knew this is what I wanted ultimately. I knew I wanted to be headlining, to be doing my own show, but I didn't think that it would happen this way, and so grateful that it did, man. Like the people that were along the way that made it happen, all the opportunities. Um, so thank you, and it's motivating, it's motivating to just keep going. If you're pursuing something and you don't necessarily see like exactly how it's supposed to happen down the line, like what steps are needed later on, that's okay, because um, as long as you do what you are able to, and what you know how to, and what gets you there, like that's that's the most important thing. So so find the thing, man. If you have a thing and you don't see where it's going, but you really like doing it, keep doing it. Unless it's bad stuff, unless it's like, I don't know, getting your roommates to invest in a certain cryptocurrency, that loses them hundreds, if not over $1,000. Don't do that. Don't make it a habit of that. But find the thing that you like to do. And if you could see yourself doing it, like for a job, for a career, if you're good enough, or if you just keep doing it enough, like you're gonna at least see if you can do it, and if you should. So why not? If you have a thing that you're like into, just go for it. You'll find out pretty quick if it's not for you. Unless you like lie to yourself and like do all this and that, but like you see some people who just like, oh my god, this bro, you gotta quit. Um, but if you have a thing, go for it. No bad stuff though. Again, if you just got a knack for replacing senior citizens medication with Tic Tacs, don't do that. Don't get better at that. If you just cool to see the hard work paying off. Like I imagine this is what. It's cool to see my hard work paying off. You love to see that, man. Nothing more inspiring, nothing more motivating to keep going. I imagine that's what Kim Kardashian feels anytime her video starts trending again on Pornhub, or um, like, wow, look at what I've accomplished, or even Kris Jenner, when um, Kim Kardashian's video starts trending on Pornhub again, just like, wow, look at my accomplishments, um, or you know or like Jeff Bezos, when he's on a rocket ship on floating through space, just watching countries fizzle out and burn up on the planet below him, just like, wow, look at all, cool to see my hard work paying off. Or like Billy Ray Cyrus, when when Miley Cyrus had shit, popping bottles and having and humping mascots at kids award shows. Like, wow, look at me go. Um, or Honey Boo Boo's mom. We remember her, right? There's a mom for you. Um, when her daughter's rolling around on TV, just like, look at me go. Look what I've done, man. That's the other big part of this weekend. My mom came to town. Let's hear it for her, folks. Yeah, love to see mom. She was here for the shows. That was a lot of fun. She came to the Saturday show, and it's a small room, and the woman's got a hell of a laugh on her, a bellow, if you will, really forceful. You can feel it, shakes your bones, and maybe that's just my childhood trauma, acting up. But no, she's got a great, beautiful, distinct laugh. So all of my clips from going out from here on out on Instagram will be featuring my mom's laugh. So big ups to her. I'm glad she was here for it. She's never seen me do stand up. How crazy is that? She's never seen me perform before. She's seen my clips, and then she'll tell me she'll say if she gets it or not. She'll say, oh, I didn't really get that one. I've tried running jokes by her. I've tried running jokes by my mom, and it never works. It never works. Like, hey, what do you think about this? And then I'll pitch it to her, and she'll go, I don't get it. And I go, I think it's good though. And she'll be like, I just don't, I don't know. And then I'll try it, and it'll do well. But, she's a solid lady. She made me exist, so I owe her a lot for that. And she kept me alive. How crazy is that, dude? She had me when she was 19 years old. Could you imagine? Yeah, my mom was 19 when she had me. And if anything inspired me to not have a kid, it's that. Oh boy, nothing will make you not want to be a young parent more than having young parents. Hey, no shame on her. She did what she could, and she did a damn fine job. But you ever seen a 19-year-old man? They're not a 19-year-old man, because those don't exist. I guess they did, in the 40s when they were getting drafted. But, you ever seen a 19-year-old? I mean, oh, good heaven, dude. I mean, they look like they're high school kids. They're terrifying. 19, he still got braces on, for crying out loud, And she was lugging around a kid. I mean, that's wild, dude. Dude, 19-year-olds, what do they even talk about? What do they even, Jack Harlow? Lil Nas X. Jack Harlow and Lil Nas X getting into shenanigans, I mean, I can't imagine anything else that a 19-year-old, I guess TikTok, right? Yeah, TikTok. They're not watching my TikToks, I'll tell you that. But, I mean, yeah, they can't get into bars. You can't do anything. Can't do anything fun. So she just, so she had a kid. That's what she did. And, she had jobs. She had to work jobs, and so she did. So big thanks and a shout out to my mom. So she was here, but man, oh man, can moms can wear you down though, I'll tell you that. They say they say your family can push your your family can push your buttons because they sewed them on. And boy, did my mom just sew a ton of buttons on me, dude. I'll tell you what, that lady must have been, I mean, she must have been working for Nike. She was sewing so much, dude. She sewed a ton of buttons on me because, boy, she can, you know, she can really just, really, yeah, she can really, really fire you up. You know what I mean? Really, really fire you up. She's a hoot though. That lady. She kept looking for hats. She wanted a hat. I mean, the lady. I mean, the woman must have gone into 7 different stores looking for a hat. She must have tried on. This woman must have tried on damn near 40 hats. Store after store after store after store. There was a booth, a hat booth, specifically for hats. She looked through them, looked through the designs, tried them on, got the right sizing, looked at the brims, didn't like it, said, I'm coming back. They're never coming back. Who did she think she was kidding, man? Didn't like the hats at the booth. Went to different hat stores, and then she likes the hat at Marshall's. All right, Mom. Why didn't I just take her to Marshall's? I should have just... Mom's and Marshall's, baby. She loved that place. So what's next for me? Now that the headlining weekend is out of the way, what's next? More headlining. We got another club. There's another club in Vegas that I'm looking at headlining pretty soon. Planning the trip to Montana with a couple very funny comedians and friends of mine who. This is something we've been working on for probably a couple months now, and really excited to get going to work on this, especially after the weekend. You know, now that I know I can do it, I know I can do an hour of clean stuff, which is absolutely wild to me. I never thought I'd be a clean comic, but here I am. Clean zinger for the whole family. I got zingers for the whole family, okay? Bring your kids, dude. There were kids at my show. It's cool to say at my show. There were. It's not cool to say there were kids at my show, but it's cool to be able to refer to that night as my show. So look out for that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Getting to tour with a couple funny guys, who are in their, both in their respectively out of their minds. In their own way. Great guys, beautiful men. And I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun together, but yeah, they're kind of psychos too, so that'll be fun. I'm excited to see how that goes. What else, man? Clips are coming out, I guess. I'm going to keep going with that. Take some time to reflect on my weekend. Take some time to reflect on just, where I'm at, where I've come from, where I'm going, and eat some red velvet cake. Look out for the next live dates. My website should be up this week. Go to TréLamb.com, TRELAMB.com. Sign up for the email list so I can reach out to you only when I'm going to be in your area. Look out for live dates. Watch the clips. Keep watching the podcast. Keep commenting. And I appreciate it. And take care. Thanks a lot. Bye.